Hello, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Yes.
So, would you like to know the story behind the candy taste test?
Yeah.
So, I have a student. His name is Mason. He's a really good kid. Never gets in trouble. Always does his work. Always on task. A lot like you. You were a good student.
Thank
No
you,
joke.
Mason.
No, you were a good
Do
student.
you like me or Mason more?
I've only known Mason for 1/4. So.
But Mason. Kidding.
Mason. No. So, Mason came up to me maybe like a week before Halloween and said, "Hey, Mr. O'Neill, do you still do the candy videos?" And I didn't want to tell him that you don't like doing them anymore and you don't want to do them anymore.
No. He has this narrative
and they're
that he's
boring
spinning.
without you.
Hold on. He has this narrative that he's spinning. That's like, oh, you don't want to do anything with me anymore. You don't want to do the candy videos.
You don't. I had to do the Starburst ones by myself.
Because you didn't ask. He didn't ask me.
I asked
okay,
like,
I am fine
with
doing these.
Hey,
I'm
Danielle,
entertaining.
You want to do candy? I'm tired. Could we do it tomorrow? Could we do it? Yeah.
This is just simply untrue. I am getting slandered.
Well, anyway, Mason came up to me and said, slandered. All right, Mason came up to me and said, "Hey, would you still do? If I bring you in some weird candy, would you do the a review of it?"
Yes.
So I was like, "Sure," right? So then Halloween happened, and then the day after Halloween, which was my birthday, I had made a thing about. I told kids like, "Hey, don't forget about me. Give me some candy. I'm like, you can eat candy in my class as long as you share some and give me a piece." And so all these kids were bringing me candy, and Mason brought me these. Which I was like, candy canes, Halloween. It's kind of random, but okay. No, I forgot that he had said, "Would you try it for a taste test?" So I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks." So as kids were giving me candy, I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks." And I could kind of see he was kind of like, and yeah,
Terry.
and so then I took them, right, and then he goes, "Oh," but I was trying to be nice, right? Because people are handing me candy, so I'm like, "Oh, these are good. Oh, these are my favorite." So when he gave me these too, and I was like, "Oh yeah, these are really good."
Terry.
Because I like Red Hots.
No.
But it was supposed to be a taste test, so he's like, "Oh, you've had them before?"
Oh my god, I would actually cry if I was Mason.
Yeah, so I was like, "Yeah, these are good. These are good." Why? Because it's boring if I'm just telling myself, right?
Oh my god.
So leave the fire on them. That's cool,
right?
Wait,
did you apologize?
Well, no. So then, like about 2 days later, I realized I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute. I remember he asked me about the taste test.
Oh my god.
Maybe."
Oh my god, you're
Maybe
so stupid.
these were
for
the taste test. So then the next day, I was like, "Oh, hey Mason, those candy canes." And this is like maybe a week late. Well, no.
You let this poor kid.
Yeah, I was like, "Were those candy canes? Were those for? Wait, was Halloween this Monday?"
Yes.
So then it would have been like maybe Thursday. So like Thursday,
yes.
Because there was no school Friday, right? Yeah. So I was like, "Hey Mason, were those candy canes? Were those for the taste test?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. My bad."
Did you tell me you lied straight through your teeth about how they're your favorite candy?
No, I didn't say they were my favorite candy. I just said they were good because I like Red Hots.
But you've never tried the candy cane. So you lied to the kid's face.
Maybe.
Mason, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Next time give me candy.
Well, but look at them. They're cinnamon Red Hots. They're candy canes. They're candy. You know me.
I'm going to try these just because I feel so bad for Mason.
All right. So.
I don't try candies normally.
Yeah, I don't see if it says anything about peanut allergy.
If a Red Hot candy cane has a peanut in it, we have bigger problems in the world.
Yeah, it only has like 4 ingredients. Corn syrup, sugar, artificial flavor, red 40 lake, and yellow. Product of Mexico. Hecho y Mexico. You ever see this? Made in Mexico?
No.
My Spanish skills are.
I can say sacapunta in Spanish. Guess what that
sharpener?
Means? Pencil sharpener. I can also say I love donuts in Russian.
All right. So.
And.
Mason, this one's for you. Now, how do you eat a candy cane? Because my brother would just like keep it till it was like a fine point, but I just like break it and then just pop the pieces in my mouth.
Okay, so fun fact, I actually hate candy canes, but one time I have a very traumatic... Can I share my traumatic story with candy canes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. One time my grandfather and my grandma, they took us to go meet Santa Claus, right? And at the end of meeting Santa Claus and telling him what you wanted, you got to get a candy cane. And the line was way too long, so I didn't meet Santa Claus, but they were like, can she just take a candy cane? And then
hold on. Was it the real Santa Claus or just some guy Santa Claus?
Honestly, given my experience, I'm gonna say he was fake because like it was bad. It was bad. The elf,
As
the little
fake as my lies to
the-
Mason.
the little like devil elf child, whatever, came up to me and was like, "No, you can't have a candy cane unless you meet Santa Claus. You're gonna deny me a candy cane on frickin' Christmas? You." I'm gonna refrain from saying the rest of what I had to say, but
I find
anyway.
it weird to have like burning flames associated with Christmas.
That's what I wish the
Yeah.
elf dies in. Just kidding. That's so mean. You're gonna, after this video ends, you're gonna be like, I can't believe you said that about the elf. He always corrects me on what I say. Okay, I'm ready.
These are good. They're not really that hot though. So you gotta break a piece. When you were a kid and you didn't like stuff, you'd always say, it's spicy. It's spicy. Is it spicy?
I don't like it. I'm sorry, Mason. This is not.
They're good.
I just don't like. I don't think I'm a mint It's not that I don't.
These aren't mint, they're cinnamon.
I don't think I'm a cinnamon person.
I thought you like cinnamon rolls.
That's a different. That's like cinnamon and icing.
I thought you liked cinnamon toast.
Maybe I just don't like this.
I don't think this has real cinnamon in it though. Didn't we read the ingredients? Did I read cinnamon? Corn syrup, sugar, artificial flavor. So it's artificial cinnamon.
Isn't cinnamon like good for you or something?
Mm-hmm. It's bark from a tree. We watched
What?
it in a video. You just got candy cane on me.
I'm sorry. Wait, it's
You
bark from a tree?
you know the wow girl? Wow! And she like does that weird walk. The kids
No
think
idea what
she's
you're
like,
talking about.
You don't
I
know
have
that?
no idea what you're talking about.
World of Wonder, the video. Did I not show them to your class? Maybe I hadn't found them yet.
Can you do the wow again?
She's like, wow. She always says wow, but then every now and again, because it's World of Wonder, wow. So everything's like, wow. But then every now and again, she messes up her line and goes, whoa. Seriously. And she does this weird walk in the beginning. And Miss Ward's class thinks she's like Dora the Explorer all grown up. You don't know the Wow Girl?
No.
It's a Canadian show. Imagine a Canadian.
Canadians are weird. No offense if you're a Canadian,
Wow, you
but
think,
like.
oh, man, if you're an elf from Canada, you are really angry right now.
Look, I don't hold back in these videos.
love
These are my
cinnamon.
unfiltered thoughts.
You hate
I
cinnamon.
love filming these videos. I just love the fact that I know that, because like when we normally film videos, I like know that no one's gonna watch them. But at least in this video, I know that like at least
Mason will watch it.
Mason is gonna watch this. Shout out to Mason.
Mason, if your dream was to be an elf from Canada, farming cinnamon, you're now crushed by.
Is Mason blonde?
No.
Oh, Sarah and I, my friend, have a theory that every single guy named Mason is blonde.
Not
So-
this Mason.
Not this Mason.
Maybe he'll dye his hair.
Help our theory. I just think it's such a blonde name.
All right.
Anyway,
I always think of it as like bricks. Because like a mason puts bricks together. Like-
I'm too young for that reference.
You don't know what a brick is? They still use bricks in your
No.
generation.
No, they don't.
I just saw some buildings in Wilmington made of brick.
You know what's crazy? Is that I just like don't think Mason. They have like robots who do that now.
3D printers.
Have you seen those videos where they stack up all the bricks like dominoes and then like put the caulk in
Mm-hmm.
and then they tip over the dominoes?
Mm-hmm. You know who does that? A mason.
Oh.
Yeah. Or a Domino's guy. All right. Besides, it's not caulk, it's mortar. Mortar.
But isn't like
Mortar.
that's the stuff like remember when Elsa used
Caulk
to
goes in tiles.
oh but
like in
Elsa
the
and I used to
bathroom.
like deco down with that stuff,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
You guys have no idea what we're talking
If you
about.
built a house and used caulk instead of mortar, it would like fall apart. Like you'd be like, look, Domino's, and then it would
That's
crush
why
the-
we're leaving the
the family
masoning
who
to
lives in it.
Mason.
Yeah.
Mason, you should become a mason.
Or a jar. You know mason jars? You ever see those?
Oh my gosh! Can I talk about something really quickly before we go?
Is it about the mason jar restaurant?
It's about the Mason Jar restaurant. How I applied for a job there, and I told the manager I had like this whole little interview thing in the front lobby or whatever, and I was like, "You should sell all your food in Mason jars." And he's like, "We kind of already do that with our desserts." And I was like, "No, I need like a like the main course in a Mason jar." The man gave me like all this false hope that he was gonna hire me. He said I was charming, and then he didn't hire me. Never got a call back. I had such great business ideas for this man. Like I was like. I literally would have revolutionized the Mason Jar Tavern in Holly Springs, North Carolina. I really would have. Anyway, I'm sorry.
All right. Oh, were you talking? I missed that. No, I'm just kidding.
I hope Mason cries in front of you and makes you feel really bad.
I don't feel bad when kids cry in front of me. Kids cry in front of me all the time. I
Mason
never feel
doesn't seem
bad.
like a crier. I would have cried
Nah,
in that
he's not
moment.
a crier.
I would have cried.
He's more of just like like stare at you and like make you feel bad. It's fun to do with candy canes. Maybe I grew up. When I was little, I used to put these like in my teeth, pretend they were braces. But either candy canes have gotten smaller or my mouth has gotten bigger since I was 5.
Does that still have the plastic on it?
I peeled it.
Candy canes are low-key bad for the environment.
While you were telling your incredible mason jar story.
I'm really enjoying that. We need to start doing this again.
Stories usually
I'm having so much fun.
They have like a beginning, then a middle,
called
the climax, and then an end.
My stories are always the climax. It's just like you're on
Yours
one big
just
plateau.
You complaining about people who done you wrong.
No, okay, because I have a lot of instances in my life where people have just done me dirty, and I need an outlet to vent.
Well, first of all, I don't believe your story. Second of all,
about what?
I can tell you more that you had great ideas to revolutionize the mason jar restaurant.
I literally told you what they were.
What were they?
Put everything in a mason jar, like
Don't
burger.
they do that already?
No, not with the main courses. Only with the drinks and the desserts.
People don't want to eat a burger out of a mason jar. They'll get their hands stuck in it.
Okay, that's what everyone says, but you can get bigger mason jars, okay? Or
the moment they have a scratch on their nose, they'll like hit themselves with the mason jar.
a scratch on their what?
Because your hand's stuck in the jar. You're trying to eat.
Okay, well then that's their natural selection at that point. Like if you're stupid enough to hit yourself with your hand in your own jar, then you should just not eat.
Okay.
Live.
Desserts would have been good though.
They already do desserts. I was trying to revolutionize.
Well,
I was a trailblazer.
What were some of your other ideas?
Well, that was it.
Well, you said ideas, plural. Ideas.
Okay. Can I also talk about you being a trailblazer tonight? We took a tour of UNCW, and there was a pathway, right? And Terry, every single time, or Mr. O'Neill, sorry for the people. Okay, there's a sidewalk, right? And we're walking, and Terry would go just like on his own course through the bushes, through the pine cones, through the every time you would not walk on the sidewalk for the life of you. You just couldn't do it. The grass through, or like it would be like here's the sidewalk, and you would walk just like on the edge of it, but still not on it. It was funny. Can you post this on Instagram?
No.
You can break up the funny, but you can break up the funniest part and then post a little bit on Instagram. I think you should.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's going the wrong way. It's this way. Does it have to be that way on Instagram?
I just think that it's funny, and I want to post it to my story so people think that I'm funny too. I feel like some people forget it sometimes. I was voted the funniest in my friend group. Do you know that? Like as an irony thing, or as like really? I'm not sure. I'm really not. Because that's just a mean friend group. So why would they vote on mean things? Everyone. Well, because I made the poll. Oh. It was like funniest and then unfunniest, and it was. Who got ugliest? It wasn't. We did not do things based on looks. We're not mean. Well, all the mean, literally all the mean ones were all me though. It was like, who's the unfunniest? How about least intelligent? I didn't win that one, but I didn't win most intelligent either. So I feel like, scandal. Anyway. This candy cane's really good. Okay, you know what? I like it a lot. Here, you take this though, because I'm not gonna eat that ever. Mason, I'm sorry that Terry was so mean to you. Would you like a candy cane story, real quick? I used to get in trouble as a kid because I would always eat the candy canes. So my mom wouldn't actually put candy canes on our tree till Christmas Eve. You're supposed to put candy canes on trees? Yeah. Well, your mom doesn't because they mess up the ornaments. Our mom, supposed to go on trees. My mom, not our mom because we're not related. Mm-mm. Like siblings. I guess we're not. Anyway, my mom has Hallmark ornaments, and they're like these fancy like sculptures that go on tree, like literal sculptures, and she like decorates all of our trees, and it is a science. Like she should teach a class. Like it is Christmas in this household. You think it's like, oh, holiday season? No, it is war. You touch an ornament on that tree, it falls down. You will never forget it. You will not have a good Christmas. You're getting coal in your stocking. The amount of ornaments I broke that I had to blame on you through the years is like. Oh my God! I found out a scandal about you. Oh, it was about Allison's dresser. What? Allison's dresser. What? What happened with that? Oh, so I like 12 years ago or so, whenever we moved in here. Yeah. There was like something above Allison's dresser, so I put the ladder, leaned it against Allison's dresser, and went up the ladder, and it made marks on the dresser. And I was like, oh no. And then we moved it, and then your mom was like, oh man, these movers, they put marks on the dresser. And so I was like, oh yeah, those movers. And I guess she called them up and complained and everything. And then like 10 years later,
I was like, oh, enough time's gone by. You know, it'd be funny. Hey, no, remember those marks on the dresser? That was actually me. No, so she didn't find it funny. I got in a lot of trouble. She's still mad at me.
I was gonna say that you hit my car.
Oh, how'd you find out about that?
Mom told me.
Oh yeah.
We were driving in. We were driving in.
You see the scuff marks on the bumper?
On my bumper?
Yeah. I got most of them off at the Magic Eraser.
I'm sorry, that was so mean. But Terry, you literally you hit my car.
Yeah.
And no one told me.
My car's messed up even more.
But no one told me that you smacked your car into my car.
This was like after you had
I'm
it
so
for
sorry.
like...
That was really violent.
That you had it for like a week or two. It was like really early on with you getting it. So it's been there that whole time. You just haven't noticed.
I mean, I don't even see I don't care that you. I just wish that someone would have told me that you hit my car. It's not even my car because I didn't pay for it. It's like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, like my car's ruined. Like you. Like,
I hit
don't
your
care.
car and I've hit your mom's car.
So you're about.
And I've messed up your mom's car too because I forgot that the back to the minivan was open and I went out the garage and I scraped the top.
He also had a cone today in the Chick-fil-A parking lot. Or no, Chick-fil-A drive-thru. I'm getting a water because this is just getting good. But we're driving. Okay, I'm trying to get my 10-count chicken mini. A man is like just walking towards the car because you know how Chick-fil-A they have like the poor like Chick-fil-A workers just like stand out there. He's walking out like towards our car, so Terry has to move to the right so that he doesn't hit the man that is walking towards our car. He hits a cone in the process, right? That's not good. And can we tell him about the bite-sized thing?
Yeah,
that was funny. You can tell it.
Oh, so our Chick-fil-A sells the chicken minis in a 10-pack, and they've been doing that for a long time. So they were one of the first ones to do that. So other stores didn't have the 10-pack chicken minis. So when we went there, I said to the guy, I was like, "Oh, what sizes do the chicken minis come in? Meaning, do you have the 4, the 8, the 10?" And he starts describing the size of the chicken mini. And he's like, well, for me, they're bite-sized, but other people may take 2 or 3 bites to eat them. And I'm like, dude, I know what a chicken mini is. Like, how many can I buy at a time? And he's like, oh, 4 or 10. So we got 2 10s. They were good. The end.
Okay, so first of all, this tag says, I'm sorry, I'm looking at, we went to UNCW today, I got merch. This tag says XXL. So like double XL.
Mm-hmm.
It's only an XL.
Wow.
Now, do I care? Not really, because like I get it oversized anyway. But like, still, that's like a little bit upsetting.
I think for $86.
$86? I did not realize it was that expensive.
There's the receipts in the bag, right?
I will get so much. Can I give a swag haul? I'm sorry, they don't care.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
They really don't care. I'm having way too much fun with this.
If somebody's still watching after 17 minutes and 30 seconds because I don't edit, they probably do care or they've fallen asleep.
Okay, guys, I went to UNCW today. So excited. Probably future college. Anyway, this is my little swag bag that I got with all my free stuff. And you're like, Danielle, what did you get inside? Don't even worry because I'm about to tell you. Hand sanitizer. It says UNCW on it. It has like a weird green color instead of like the nice Seahawk like teal. But it's okay. I like it. It's cute.
Does it? Or is that just the label?
It's green.
Reflecting in it.
No. Not the
stuff.
The label's a weird green color.
Oh,
it's not
okay.
Cool. I got this pen, which would not write in space. Then I got.
Oh, is that what you and my brother were talking about?
We're talking about his space pen. Okay, and then I got this sticker, which I will be putting on my car to cover the scratches on my bumper that Terry left there.
We need a couple more.
Okay, great. And then I got this little magazine flip book thing. Would have preferred if it was laminated, but the paper is nice too. They're probably killing a bunch of trees to do this, but that's fine. I got a little tote bag. Okay. And then I got this shirt, which says UNC Wilmington on it. Then I got this sweatshirt in an extra large, which I meant to get in a double XL. That says UNCW Seahawks. But again, it's okay because I get everything like 5 sizes too big.
You can make minor an assistant dog training.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Terry, you can like adopt a dog for a little bit and then like train it. And then I got this like long sleeve shirt that says UNC Wilmington on it, which again is like kind of like that ugly green color, but I kind of liked it in this, so I don't really mind. It's really cute, and it says like something on the sleeve. It says Seahawks. Actually, I didn't know it said something on the sleeve, but it's really cute. I had a really good time. This is 19 minutes long. Do you think anyone is going to watch this entire... Can we give them, like, a code word to tell you in class if they watch the entire thing?
Yeah.
What should the code word be?
Come up to me and say Seahawk, because UNCW is the Seahawks, I'll give you a piece of candy. You can have a candy cane until they run out, which may be soon because they're good. Oh, but I have a lot of candy, so yeah.
I just feel bad for Mason. I still do. I just like I can't believe you did that to him. That was just so
I know,
rude.
poor guy.
No, like that.
That's why I had to make this video, and I knew you'd be good in it. So like kind of make it up.
I think this might be our best candy video.
How many students do you think are at UNCW?
6,000.
18,000 plus. 14,000 undergrad, 3,500 graduate.
I have to show you a video after this. Remind me.
Guess what the GPA, the averages
4
of the
point,
transfer student?
2.9.
3.16.
Oh.
But that's probably because they're coming from community college and they're not weighted. Like, the highest you can get is a 4.
Oh.
They don't, like...
I love a good
they
weighted
don't give you
GPA.
X.
Nothing boosts my ego more than my weighted GPA. Let me tell you.
All right, of the first year students,
Yes.
what percentage of the students do you think are male and female?
I'm going to say a good 45, 55.
What,
Male 45, 55 female.
Female 67, male 33.
Damn.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's good for the guys though to get a date. You got a 2 to 1
Not
chance.
good for the girls.
No. Yeah, but they, you know, there's internet dating and stuff like that.
Did you see? Oh my God! Did you see those 2 guys?
The car wash guys?
No, not that.
Oh.
The 2 guys that walked like through the hallway when we were looking at the dorms that literally looked like they hadn't showered in months.
Yeah, I wondered like what are they doing here?
I literally they looked like they had just like came off of a mountain, which I don't judge, but like I was flabbergasted.
Don't
like,
judge. You
where-
judge all the time. You judge nonstop.
But it's so fun when people are like, "Oh, I don't judge." Like, yes, you do.
Everyone judges.
Everyone judges.
It's like human nature. You can't not
and also
judge.
when people are like, "Oh, I don't talk about other people behind," yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because guess what? What are the 3 main topics of conversation? Yourself, someone else, or something that is happening with someone that you literally have no idea who they are. All 3 of those topics, you're talking about someone else. Like you always have to.
Did you know
It doesn't
that
always have to be bad.
Wilmington Beaches were the #1 ranked startup ecosystem in North America?
Count me in.
I have no idea what a startup ecosystem is.
You know,
but-
neither do I, but that's why I'm not majoring in biology.
This book smells good.
Yeah, it really does. I was just thinking that.
Were you? Yeah.
Oh my God, Terry got soap for his birthday. You should do a soap haul.
Yeah, we should do another video on that.
Can we do another video?
Would you
I'm
do a
really
video?
enjoying this
'Cause
tonight.
you don't ever do videos with me
Terry,
anymore.
this is fun.
Yes.
I want to start a podcast. Will you do a podcast with me?
Yeah.
But when I say podcast, I want to just film us for like an hour and just talk about random stuff. Kind of like this, but like on my YouTube channel.
Get this, nearly 95% of graduates from UNCW College of Arts and Science are employed or enrolled in graduate school within 6 months of graduation.
Maybe I'll just make this my first podcast.
What do you think the other 5% are doing?
Well, I completely missed that statistic. I'm thinking about myself right now.
Basically, it says 95% of students from UNCW either have a job or in graduate school. After
They're probably doing
graduation.
what those 2 guys were doing.
Or
I
they're
don't
just
know.
wander around campus
They're like,
looking for soap.
God.
All right, well, I think what was it, 23 minutes?
23, yeah.
All right, so come
Mason, I think you got your videos worth.
Seahawk. Your prediction, how many kids do you think will say Seahawk to me?
A good 12.
Good 12.
I think that your kids are more loyal than you think.
Probably.
Wait, shout out to that girl who is in my that I subbed for.
Yeah, what's her name?
Shout out to you.
Seahawk.
Seahawk. Is that what they do? They did it. No.
Yeah, well, he was
Maybe
doing
it's
it like this in the Machu Picchu picture, and I didn't know if that was like for Machu Picchu or that was like a UNCW thing. They do it at
Kinda
like
does
the
look like a
basketball
cock.
games.
Please stop the video.